I'm very happy to stand before you today and give a testimony. I've been a pastor for now 18 years, meaning I started when I was very young. And I've seen God lifting me up using the ladder World Vision. I have learned a lot from World Vision. I never thought in my life that one can draw his or her vision, literally drawing on the paper. It is because of World Vision and Dr. Msonda. For sure, this man is our ladder, my ladder. Because I have seen myself climbing, and I'm still climbing. My testimony I want to share with you today was actually born in December when he came. I was invited to this workshop. I thought it is one of those workshops that we go, attend, and then come back with a lot of information on the paper, perhaps put them somewhere where you cannot trace where you put them. So I attended this workshop, and Dr. Msonda appeared. You see, the first statement he made was, do you need to be a philosopher or a degree holder for you to make it in life? And he started explaining from there. You see, it was like the whole workshop was for me. If you people attended the workshop, thank God for you, but the workshop came for me. Because I benefited a lot. When he was there teaching us, I could see foolishness inside me. And immediately as a pastor, I said, you foolishness, our time has come. I saw carelessness because I could not account for the money I used in a month. Yet Dr. Msonda said, maybe you handled thousands of kwachas. And from that time, I became very careful. I want to know how much money I've spent in a day, in a week, in a month, so that I can know that God gave me so much money. And I started doing that. He talked about sleeping. It touched me very much. I said, for sure, I have been very careless with my sleeping. So now I should put a timetable. I should reduce the hours of sleeping. My wife is a computer teacher and I'm struggling. I must know the computer to her level. She has a degree in computer, so the level of a computer, I must come to her level. And I said, teach me. I know it's very difficult for a wife to teach a husband in the home. Maybe in US it's easy. Here, no. I said, okay. Dr. Msonda taught me something. What we are going to do is, whatever you be teaching at school, bring the notes to me. You'll be teaching me and mark me. So I also started. Whatever she's teaching there, she brings the papers. Okay, here. I also start. Said, here I haven't understood. What is this? What is a hard drive here? I don't know. Teach me. You have a degree in this. And from there, I started knowing the computer. At least I know to a certain level. Amen. Amen. Now, Dr. Msonda said, if you are sleeping 8 hours in a day, because he explained it so well that even in night can be a day. People work every time. So if you are sleeping 8 hours in a day, it means in 3 days you would have slept 1 day. And I said, 1 day sleeping. So I've been sleeping like this, wasting my time. Whether I call it peaceful sleeping or I'm sleeping like a baby. No, this is not sleeping like a baby. I have been promoting poverty in my life. So I must do something. After that workshop, I went to my wife. I said, my wife, sit here. Let's talk. You are my wife. Tell me that I am your husband. What do you want to do? I said, no, I am coming from a very good workshop. This workshop has changed the way I think. She said, oh, World Vision has been taking you. You have attended so many workshops. I said, but this is different. Okay, tell me the difference. I said, it has changed my mind. I will never be poor. She said, well, thank God. I said, I will never be poor in my life. First of all, we must do something. Look at the things we have here. And they have been lying idle. We had plates and the cups that we kept for many years, very new. I said, I'm going to raise money from these things here. We are going to sell. We don't need to put things or pack things for people we don't know. These things are ours. And since we have not been using them, we must sell them. I'm not commanding you, but I want you to see the wisdom. I said, I'm going to initiate that we buy a car. He said, a car? He said, yes, Dr. Musonda opened my mind. She said, well, what are we going to do? I said, me, I know very well. Number one, we are going to sell some of the things which are lying idle in our home. We should sell them. Let's sell the cups. Let's sell some of the things that we love. And with you, my wife had more than 10 handbags. I said, but you need 1 or 2. So I'm going to sell some of these. Shoes, you.
Not her shoes.
Their shoes. I said we can be selling second-hand shoes here. Pick what you think you can be using, and what you cannot be using, give it to me. I will sell each shoe and write and bring back the money faithfully. I'm a pastor and I want to go to heaven, I want to steal. And we did that. We started selling nicely, bringing the money. I said, okay, since we said we are going to buy a car, me, I must buy. You, I'm going to tell you how you are going to bring the money for clearance. It's you who is going to clear it. Me, I am going to buy. But I will tell you how you are going to clear it. Because Dr. Musonda taught me. Then, I tell you, we had a lot of things lying idle. And we started selling them. We raised enough money to buy a car from Japan. A very good car. It's outside there. And we said, let's buy. So how are we going to raise the money for clearing it? I said, Dr. Musonda said, there are 3 ways in which you can raise your money. Number 1, if you can have employment, then you can have money coming. Okay? Number 2, you can go into business. So we can't go in business now, which will give us quick money. Dr. Musonda also said, you can borrow. He actually used a very ugly word, begging. He said you can beg. You remember? Yes. And inside me when he was teaching, I said, no, Pastor, we don't beg. He said, no, actually, begging is one of the best options. You can go and beg from the bank. You can go. I said, my wife, you are working in the government, beg. We use the principles that Dr. Msonda taught us in December. And somewhere in February, our car came. It is parked outside there. You can see it because of you people here. And when the car came, one day I was driving to church. By the way, today I took my wife and my son, and then I drove back. It's nice to drive. Why didn't you tell me that it's so nice to drive? So one day I was driving to church, and I stopped somewhere. I said, hey, is it me? Because if I show you my background, I'm coming from a very humble background. Perhaps I'm the first one driving in the entire family. Poor background. I also told my wife one day, I said, Mommy, I never thought we can have these things in our lives. But I want to thank God for the workshop, which opened my mind. I also want to thank World Vision for training me, bringing me up to this level. I have 2 certificates from World Vision. I can take it anywhere. It's a renowned organization. So thank you very much for lifting up my life. May God bless you.